So guys, am I audible with you all?
Yes.
Great, great. So I'll request you all to please keep yourself in mute. Okay, all right. At the end of the session, we will get a Q&A session where we will clarify all the doubts. So good evening, guys. My name is Rajul Pandey. Today we will going to learn about how to prepare your resume. All right. So before I start with my session, just a moment. Someone has been checked. Okay, when it will be going to start. Okay, so before I start with this session, uh, I'll give you brief example like when we required the resume. Okay, हमें resume की जरूरत कब पड़ती है basically. So we required a resume
Sir,
basically for three.
sir,
Hello,
please speak in English.
hello. Yeah, okay. Someone from South. I'll speak in English. Okay. So we required the resume basically in three circumstances. The first is like when we are already in an organization, working in an organization. All right. We are fresher graduate seeking for a job. All right. And the second situation happens when we build our resume is like uh, when we seek for any another job or job application. All right. And third situation happens mainly when some employer upfrontly ask you to share your resume with your updated roles and responsibility. All right. So this is the basically mainly three major criteria where we design, where we create a resume. All right. Just a moment. Okay. So we will, apart from the resume, we will also cover the covering letter over here, why it's required, how it's important, how to prepare it. Apart from resume, we will also cover the this covering letter. So in this session, we will broadly cover the techniques and the do's and don't that required that should be avoided.
चल रहा है ये? हाँ सर, मैं हाथ नहीं चला तो पेपर पे चल रहा है.
I will request please keep yourself mute. So we will learn about just a moment, Aiza. So we will learn about the techniques that will be developed to design a resume, the do's and don't to be avoided and in a resume. All right. So we will learn these topics in this curriculum, in this activity, that section by section, a writing tips and procedure, how to make the error-free resume, how to grab the attention of a recruiter. All right. We will learn about more about the font that we should use, the common mistake that we made, how to make an covering letter, and guidance for the sick jobbing, like how to apply for a job. So at the end, we required your feedback and your suggestion after the course get completed. All right, so let's begin with the common mistakes that usually we do while writing a resume. So what are the common mistakes that everyone's do and we should avoid it while preparing our resume? All right. So the common mistake that cover that your grammatical mistake, the typo mistake that usually we do. All right. That shows that you are so much unconcerned about the preparing and job application. You're very much sloppy and very much careless about the for what you are seeking for job. So I'll give you one example. Like this is an readable example which you can read it. There is one guy who's working in restaurant. Okay, so how he basically present himself in a short description. All right. So here it comes. Worked with an employees as their leader in a restaurant. Okay. This sound very generic word. All right. So the second comparison is like I recruited, hired, and trained them, manage 20 plus employees in a restaurant having $20 million annual sale. So there is a comparison between first and second point. Okay, in first point, I was very much generic about the point which I was elaborating. Okay, the common words I'm using it. In second point, I'm very much specific about my roles and responsibility. You know, I'm describing my words in more sententible form. All right. So I recruit, I hired, and even I manage the 20 plus staff. Okay, and apart from that, I worked upon the sales as well. So this is what we have to learn. Like, don't be very generic. Be specific while drafting your resume. So avoid, as I discussed earlier, avoid using generic. Show them that how much you're interested. Show them your qualities. All right. Focus on the quality, not quantity. Be very short. In first sentence, if you will see, I was very short and very much descriptive about my profile in very one or two liner. All right. So I was very short and descriptive. Then I'll display my achievements. All right. In that sentence, I have already displayed my sentence. Displays my achievement. That is, I have achieved 20 million annual sale. When you're displaying yourself while when you're displaying yourself in very numbering form, you're giving some number. So at the end you should be very much specific, and at the end you should be very much explanative how you had managed your 20 million sales. So you should have the explanation about whatever the number you are explaining to them. So the last mistake that usually every employees that they do, that they cut and copy paste their KRA. All right. So never cut and copy paste your KRA. So there is a vast difference between your KRA and your roles and responsibility, your duties, how you perform it. Okay. So the KRA speaks specifically, this is what the task has been given to you. You have to manage the entire restaurant. Okay. So in your resume, you display yourself like how you had managed that entire restaurant. Okay, so you hired the employees from outsourcing, then you train them, then you make them understand about the company policy. And apart from this hiring, training, and apart from that, you also focus on the annual sale as well. So show your capability, how you manage that responsibility. Never cut and copy paste your KRA in your resume. Some more resume mistake that should be avoided. So we will look after here. So the first thing that spoil your resume, the first thing that every recruiter see is your summary. All right. So avoid using a bad summary. We will discuss the example of the summary in later slides. So leaving out significant information. Don't leave an incomplete information. Your summary should not be too much uh, uh, long and too much short. All right. So your summary should be end up with 4 to 5, at least 3 to 4 sentences. That's it. Okay. Then include your personal details. All right. Avoid using an unprofessional email IDs. Guys, if you are fresher, graduate. So usually we use an unprofessional email IDs. So avoid using that unprofessional email IDs. All right. So disclosing your irrelevant social media. So while drafting your resume, sometimes we display our LinkedIn profile. So if there is no information has been given at your LinkedIn, so don't cut and copy paste your LinkedIn link over here. All right. So if you're inserting your LinkedIn profile over here, so you should be very much descriptive at your LinkedIn profile. All right. So don't use an outdated and irrelevant fancy font that could be not be in readable form. Don't show your overconfidentness, like you are overconfident about this profile. Okay. So we will learn about the examples. So these are the examples we will learn about it. All right. So here we come with an contact information. So basically, the contact information should be in 3 to 4 lines. All right. The first, your complete name. Avoid using an middle name in that. It will be enough if you use your first and your last name, your email ID, your professional email ID, your complete phone number. All right. And the this your social media link. The social media link could be in any form. If you are any programmer and you wanted to show your work which has been uploaded your YouTube, so you can cut and copy paste your YouTube link over here. Okay, am I going very fast? Okay,
No, sir.
is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Cool. So guys, first we will look after the your contact information. So I was talking about if you are any programmer or if you have done any work, all right, which you wanted to show them. So if you have uploaded your work or any of your interview, any of your video at YouTube or anywhere, then only you can show your link over here. If you should be well prepared about it. Don't give an incomplete information about that. If you don't have, don't keep it. It's okay. It's completely fine. Okay. Here I have used. So another thing I wanted to use, like we get number of templates from Google, from our friends, from our different related, wherever we get the templates for a resume. So I have seen most of time that you know the applicant upload their picture very unprofessional manner. Okay, if you have any professional photos, then only upload that photo in your resume. If you don't have it, don't upload it, because that gives an different impression altogether in your resume to the recruiter. So if you have it, then upload it. Otherwise, that will be okay. So, one more thing I just wanted to convey that apart from this, your contact number, your email ID, your phone number, the fourth thing that comes here is your address. Okay. So for address, I would say don't use your long address over here. Like I say, your building name, your so and so, your so and so. Don't give a long and descriptive your address. That is enough. Your city name, your district name, and that is pin code. That's enough. Nobody is going to check your complete address in your resume. All right. So the reason for not giving in complete information is that's only just we in one page we have to describe ourselves as much as possible. All right. So here we come with a resume objection. So we will learn about the tips and the strong resume objects, how we can write it in very strong manner. So here summit is basic, be specific, use keyword, try to connect, focus on your growth. Okay, let them know how value to them. All right. So here I'll give an example to you. So if suppose I wanted to write my resume, my objective, so how would I write it? All right. So if I wanted to write my objective, so here it is like I wanted to grow in your organization, where I can give an value growth in to your customer and your and build your loyalty in that. So you should be very much descriptive with your past experience. Like if I wanted to show that I'm a certified trainer with so and so experience, and I wanted to grow in your organization with where I can build your customer value and your loyalty. So we will learn some examples later on. So here with some example, looking for an edge where I can integrate strategy to develop and expand existing customer sale, brand, merchant evaluation, and media endorsement. So you can take a screenshot of it. All right. Or else I'll also share you some examples of resume. So in second example, there is a digital marketing employee who is seeking for a job application. So how he described himself with the number of experience he have, and what is his goal, what is his objective to get the job application. So where the search engine optimization position, where I can use my SEO skill knowledge to extend site traffic, program placement, applying my 15 years of experience of IT industry, or IT experience, whatever you can say that. All right. So this is a readable format. I hope you have been gone through with it. You will get to know what I'm trying to explain you up. All right. So this is the most important thing which I wanted to showcase you. All right. Because your past experience shows that this is how you have done your work, but what are the skills and what are the competencies you have, how you achieve your skills. All right. So there are n number of competencies in yourselves. You have to note it down before writing in resume, before writing your the entire past experience and all like that. Because selecting the skills is the most crucial part. So how we can list down the your skill set in your resume. So there are so I have given you here and some example over here. All right. Your skill with related to soft skill, hard skill. All right. So I'm a problem solving. All right. So when I'm talking about I'm a problem solving. All right. So you have to be ready with some example. Okay. The company usually facing the problem with this situation. So I have helped them to given solution. I'm a solution oriented. So you have to be very specific. You have to give a more example to them. So basically, your resume. Hello.
Hello, excuse me, sir. I was not. My internet got disconnected in between. So can you please repeat me that for the last 10 minutes cover which you have covered? You can.
So where you have disconnected, where you have lost yourself?
I lost in around 10 minutes back. 10 minutes back.
So so the thing is that I'll cover the entire session once again. So we'll get to know the link. All right. So in case if you find any difficulty, we can end up at the end of the session. We can take it up. All right.
Okay, okay, sir.
Because
Another thing, okay, another thing I wanted to ask you is that will you please share this this PPT presentation to us also, no?
I'll do, sir. I'll do. Please keep yourself in mute, sir. Please keep yourself in mute.
Fine, fine. Okay, okay, yeah. I'll do that. Please. You can continue, sir.
All right. So, uh, so guys, so we are talking about your skills. All right. So these are some examples. You have to list down all your skills that you place while drafting down your complete past experience. So giving an example, much more examples is like I have good communication skill. All right. So what I can type it like that, well, I respond on time. All right. So I communicate very effectively in my English or in my local language. So I'm a public speaker. All right. So another thing that is like I'm very much I manage my work. So you have to be very specific about with relevant to your past experience and your skills, hard skills and soft skills. All right. So I would say them just list down all your skills under one page. So keep your resume skill relevant to the position you're applying for. So when you're applying for any specific job application, every time it is required. All right. So if you're applying for any specific industry, all right, and you're uploading your resume, the same resume everywhere, so everywhere your resume will be get rejected. Okay. So this is all in buying and selling. If I go in market, all right, and if I wanted to buy a t-shirt, but the opposite buyer is selling me the pant, so I would not take it. All right. So you have to be very specific what you're applying for with that relevant to your job application. So the recruiter take hardly 6 to 15 minutes. It take hardly 6 to 15 minutes to select your resume, to go through your resume. He will not go the entire resume. It is just like in how you advertise yourself in more concise manner. All right. So another example I would like to give is like, have you guys ever used any dating app? I know this is very funny. All right. So I have used it, frankly speaking. So how we do it? So if you find any attractive person or any he or she, whomsoever, we liked it and we click the right swipe. If we don't like it, we left this swipe. All right. So there are n number of application which is in queue. So you are not only in a waiting situation. So in this 5 to 6 seconds, you have to advertise yourself for that relevant position. All right. So keep your resume skill relevant to your position where you're applying it. All right. Customize your skill, list every resume you post, convince recruiter that you made for this job. Okay. Kick out the resume searching board. Tip to list your resume. Include the skills that separate the skill selection. Don't forget include the keyword. All right. So what I'm trying to say is that when you see the job application, the job description, all right. So So when you see the job application, job description, all right. So use the keyword from there, and some of the keywords from there, and some of the keywords from your past experiences. All right. Do not use more than 10 skills in total. I would say 5 to 6 skills will be more enough. 10 skills will be if you're describing your skill, then 5 to 6 skills is enough. If you're describing your skills in measurable form, then don't go for beyond 10 skills. All right. And always list down in bullet form. Okay. So while listing down your skill set, you have to, there is 2 options. All right. So the first option is that when you list down your resume, you showcase them in measurable form. In most of resume, you have seen the dot section has been given. So I rate myself in the dot of 5 rating. So I'll give my communication skill would be 5. I give my interactive, the other skill would be 3. All right. The 2, be genuine about it. Be genuine about it. So here it is some example. You can see that. All right. In this, the cross one, they have used the gendered, okay, leadership. I have leadership skill. All right. In the second option, where I have scaled down my skill set. Again, I'm saying there is 2 options where you can scale down your resume, and after which you may list down your resume. So what is your soft skill skills that can be used? So I'm very creativity. I adapt. I am a quick learner. All right. I have good negotiation skill. I have leadership skills. I can manage my team. So this is all in soft skill. And the hard skill will be with relevant to your job profile. You can see that I have skills where I can sell anything. Okay. I have good understanding of the marketing. I have good understanding, and so your subject. You have to list down your computer knowledge, clouding, coding, anything. This is your skill set. You have to mention about it. I'm a good Java programmer. I'm good in SEO. Everything that showcase your skill set. So here we come with a very interesting topic: how we can write our responsibilities. Okay, how we showcase them your experience. So skills has been covered over here. Okay, so I have differentiated my drafting skills in 2 parameter. All right. The 3 option has been given over here. The option 1, I'm a Java programmer. Okay. And the second option is I'm a SEO marketing. Okay. So this is very common word. We are talking about how to express your work experience over here, not skills. All right. Second option is given. They're describing themselves, program Java in fast-paced environment and grew in team leading role in 2 years. SEO marketing for construction website where I have research keywords, did on SEO page, link building, and I'm passionate about SEO. I have achieved great result. So, in second option, he uses I, and I. He shows that I'm much more overconfident about this job. All right. And we see the third option. Java
Sir,
pro-
I would like to interrupt you in between. Like I would like to ask you a question. See, because
Sir, I would request you because we have many of student over here. So we will keep our Q&A session at the end.
Okay, on the end. Okay,
Please,
fine.
I would request, please don't interrupt in between, please, sir.
Okay, yeah, no.
So the third option has been given over here. The program Java in a fast-paced environment and grew in a team lead role in 2 year, leading company most successful project. All right. In third option, the other, I'm A to Z SEO marketing with handle 50 client side where I have achieved 200% increase in SEO traffic year and over. All right, I am much more I am using less word, okay, and I'm showcasing here my role, my achievement, and my experience in 2 to 3 lines. So this is a best example where you can showcase, use number. All right, so you have to think upon it before writing it. You have to list down all the activity that directly, indirectly affected your client earlier, previously, or presently, how you're beneficial to your current company. All right, seeking that they will select you and they will get to know how you are more beneficial to us. So the obviously the first experience which has been mentioned is completely bad. The second option is type in okay, better okay. This third option is super amazing. So what are the keywords that has been achieved in the in experience 3? We can see it over here. Same is highlighted over here. So this experience usually show your measurable result, what has been impact, okay, ability to work independently, and your competences. These are the 4 techniques you have to include while writing your experience. Please, please, please note it down. All right. And your complete name, your designation, your location, okay, if required, the number of experience you have worked over there, the short summary of your competencies and all. Okay, here you can use it like you can specify your activities. All right, in activities, what is your KPI? Like how you present yourself. Like you have to use one activity and how you perform that activity. Likewise, you can do it, or else you can go ahead with the bullet pointers. Okay. So I have increased many of things before. Yes. List down your resume in chronological manner. So when we talk about this, so we will see what is your last experience. What is your last experience company? Don't go for first company. Come with your last experience, then second last, and the complete last. All right. The third thing, avoid using I. Avoid using I or something like that. Some words like this. The example where we have discussed it like this, you have to include show your measurable impact and ability to work in competencies. You can see over here. Increase monthly sale by 40%, supervise and taught 5 employees. I handle 5 employees. So I'm handling the project of 3,000, any amount which you would like to say, design 40 customs in local production. You can use as much as number, be specific. Though this is a self learning examples, you can just read it out. So this is how the software engineer manager will represent himself. So just I'll give you 2 minutes. Just take it down, read it properly once again. I just wanted you don't focus on this PPT or any study material you will get. Just focus on the techniques, and correlate these techniques and with your writing and resume. Just note it down the core technique that you have to use. Okay, so far we have so far we have learned about the experienced person. All right, so can anyone tell me that I'm going slow, normal, or it is good to go? I'm okay. I'm
Yes,
okay
sir.
with the speed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good to go.
Good to go. Great, great, great.
Yes, sir.
So we had learned about the person, the experienced person. Okay, now we will see when I'm a fresher graduate. All right, and I wanted to reflect my resume, how best I can present myself. And personally, I will share my example in that as well. When I was a fresher, how I have built my resume. I'll share my examples. I share my personal experience. That is very fantastic. Okay, so here we go. When having no experience, no worries. Okay, we will see upon it. So, when we don't have the experiences, okay, mainly the recruiter, the first HR will see your objectives, your career objective, some of the relevant keywords with job description and your experiences. He hired from them. He pick and choose you from there. All right. And when we go ahead with the first interview with HR, then we go ahead with the main recruiter. He just noted down. Sorry, he just noted down all our experiences, just view our experience. So for freshers, they see the objective. What is the goal for the student? What he wanted to achieve in his entire journey. All right. So I'm a student seeking for my first job. I'm decided and motivated individual with strong work ethics, readiness to develop. I'm looking forward to join your company, gain practical experience. So, there's very common and very kiddish sentences. So self-explanatory, you can go ahead with the second one, the second example. I'm highly motivated and very much keen to learn and pursuing. Currently, I'm pursuing. If you have not completed your graduation or anything, don't worry about it. All right. So be true, and be genuine while writing your resume. Don't hide anything. All right. I'm highly motivated and keen learner pursuing my BSc, BCom, or whatever in so and so studies from so and so institute. All right. And eager to join your organization as in consultant. All right. So, here I'm using the word consultant. There's a deep meaning in consultant, and you are not selling anything. You are a consultant to that company. All right, to assist and establishing a quick long lasting connection with you, your customers, and support that with developing and implementing the market materials. All right, where I come with the theoretical background, and know I'm very much well versed, experienced with consumer behavior, and I have managed my events. So, this is how you have to elaborate yourself in very descriptive manner. The first sentence shows your study, all right, and how you are beneficial to that company, and some of your social activity which you had done. So this is one of the example: analytical and detail oriented, inspiring, data entry clerk holding and degree, mathematics. So this is, I'm giving one example to you. The another example, the objective which any freshers can use it. You know, you may get the n number of example at Google. All I wanted you to focus on techniques, how to express your personal details. All right. So don't copy and paste whatever has been given at Google or me. You have to customize yourself. All right. No, no worry. You can use some words from there. Again, the same thing which I have given to your to the that's what we said, experience guys. Note down your skill set and all together. You know, I would like to share my example when I was fresher. All right, so I was searching for a job. So I went there and it's actually part of the interview. So he just gone through my resume. There is no experience over there. So you know, he asked me, you have a skill set of problem solving. All right. So I'll give you one situation. So you know, he has given me some situation. I really don't remember what exactly he has given to me. But you know, what I meant to say is like when you're listing down your skill set, well prepared, if somebody will ask you to elaborate yourself why you have kept this skill set. All right. So you know, while doing any interview, you should be have your some notes to be prepared, and too much of note make you very anxiety. Okay. So don't be very anxious about that. Try to be very honest, be prepared, and prove your level competencies during the interview. So education sector, where you have to list down all the degree you have mentioned over there. Okay, you should also include the academic award. So go ahead with the award that you have achieved during your entire journey. Add a list of any relevant classes, training, certificate that you have achieved. Project selections, if you have done any project. So guys, I'll move bit fast from here. All right. So while listing down your some of your award and achievements, all right, and the example of your hobbies. Okay, when you're giving an example of your hobby, so you should know at least a basic about that. All right. uh, I don't know the A of football, but I have written over there my hobby is football. So you know, for freshers, they don't have really questions. Okay, what to ask? They will ask you in syllabus only. So the objective to see is that how much you speak, how well you speak, how well you address any specific problem situation. All right, they just wanted to understand your communication. Okay, here we had completed how to list down your hobbies and all. Every word of your resume enhance your value, add relevant hobbies only. Hence, I have mentioned before, add relevant hobbies only, which you are prepared of it. All right. if you're saying that I love reading books, all right, so there is situation where he will ask you which book you have read it so far, and try to be expressive about that book. So when you're inputting your this any keywords, so you should be very expressive. So I have given some of the hobbies, the list down hobbies. I'm a food blogger. I love to travel. So I have traveled so far in so much of countries or so state, so district. So you have to be much more informative about it. Okay, don't give your complete attention on this. I'm talking about more activity. They just wanted to know how you're interactive, how is your communication skill, only for freshers. All right. Key point to remember while listing out your hobbies and interests: include only those hobbies that increase your value as a participant, as an application. Personal interest or hobbies that you add your resume should be relevant to your position of the company. Don't add too much of hobbies. 2 to 3 hobbies, that is more enough. Don't create any hurdles. Be very hassle free while drafting your resume. So here we come with the reference section. All right. So the reference is given when you ask. All right. Uh, it is not compulsory that you have to specify a reference in all of your resume. If altogether they have asked, you have to note it down. If they had not asked, don't be very don't provide it. Okay. So you have to use a very separate page or a separate corner for that listing out your references. All right. So give them the professional reference only. Don't give the reference of your friend or anywhere. All right. So while giving an any reference to for someone, so this is the one format where you can use it: their full name, their company where they are currently working on. Uh, avoid giving an this phone number. Sometime where you give your reference, might he liked it or don't liked it. Give them professional mail IDs. All right. So here I've given one example over here while listing out your the reference page. So reference can be used your former boss, any of your supervisor, your colleague, your mentor, your advisor, your project manager, anyone you can use it. All right. Again, I'm saying don't add unless you are being asked. I will request if somebody is in non-mute, please mute yourself. So writing guide them. Okay. Earlier, I have mentioned the 3 words that you should be avoided while writing in resume. That is I, me, myself. Okay. So avoid using these pronoun words while listing out your any keyword, any keyword. Avoid using these words. So this is one example. I have launched a product of the international market. So that this basically I or me myself, that actually showcase your attitude. The bad attitude, or you can say that describing upfrontly. Uh, I would say don't use these words in while drafting any email or as well. Okay. So I hope you're well versed with the past and present tense All right. So your past achievement will always be used an ed. All right, and present would be used as an ing. Okay, so always use your past. We are talking about the past experience, so be very wise while connecting with them, while telling with them, and use these tenses. So we will learn about the covering letter. All right, so the covering letter we use basically we use this covering letter basically to showcase yourself in very short manner. All right. So covering letter would be is like, I am Rajul Pandey, having the experience of so and so, working with so and so company, currently designated at so and so. With reference to the job application, I have received from LinkedIn, Naukri.com, or whatever. I would like to apply for same. Here with my key responsibility I have handled. So you have to list it down all the key pointers. Be very short and crisp about that. Use 5 to 6 bullet point over there. All right, and give them the closing note. You may connect with me with so and so email ID, my mobile number. All right, and you can shoot the cover letter with that. So this is all. If see, basically, I don't have, being a recruiter, I don't have time to read your complete resume. Okay, so what I will do, I will, you know, I will cover all your this covering letter. I'll go through with your covering letter. So we had this, we had cover up this, the skill set that you have to be managed. All right. So these are the some important tips that you need to cover at this covering letter. Show your interest. All right. When we writing out our covering letter, it should be not more than 1 page or half page. You can use your cover letter in while drafting any email and share your resume with that. You can say them as a cover letter as well when you are sharing your CV with them. All right. So I'll address, hi Rajul, with reference to the job application given for so and so. I would like to apply for this. Okay. These are my key skill set I have handled over here. If you find it relevant to the job description, you can connect with me with the below contact detail. Regards, your thank you for giving your time, and regards, so and so. Explain how interested you are in job. Identify the crucial skill that fit the role. Include the relevant accomplishment. Don't search about the hiring company, and market your talent. Showcase, market your talent in that. So I have covered this in before. Be very introduction. You have to give your introduction. So I have given my introduction is like uh, uh, where I come with so and so experience and all and all. Okay, the main paragraph is my skill set, and I've concluded that with the ending note. The 3 paragraph would be more than enough. I would suggest use an Calibri font that is a professional. You can use Times as well. Okay. So we have covered this. Winning and letter covering letter should be personalized, well structured. Okay, this all we have covered in our previous. Okay. Yes, the most important thing which I have covered while drafting any this covering letter, you should include your contact information, your employee contact information in the sense like their name, the company name, the title which you're handling, the company name, the address. All right. And always start your addressing them. So if you don't know the person name who is hiring you, so you should always use dear sir or madam if you're not sure about the name. All right. Planning and organizing job search. So guys, I think we had covered all the topics over here. All right. Hello, are you guys there?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. So guys, I would request you to drop your so guys, you have our email ID.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. So I'll share you with this this PPT with you all right, and I'll also
Excuse me.
hello.
Hello. So which
Yes.
email ID is it? Is it?
No, sir. We will share the PPT to your email IDs.
Okay. In my can I put it in my chat box? Can you put my email ID in the chat box?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
So how you find this session? Like, is it is helpful to you while drafting your resume?
Yes, sir. Very nice.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Definitely, which is good. We are done with the session, sir.
Yeah, we have done with the session. All right.
So are we supposed to send our emails in this chat box?
Have you shared your email IDs?
I haven't yet. I'll send.
So basically, we have your email IDs in our data system. What I'll do, I'll share this PPT with you. All right, for your study reference. And apart from this, I'll also share you with some examples, resume with you.
Okay.
Okay. And in next session, we will learn about how to create your creating your LinkedIn profile, how to do a job search. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So soon will be communicated from our end, from a team member.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
So
Thank you.
okay, sir. Okay. All of you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Night.
sir.
Thank you.